In state matters, pain at the pump is still front and center for Californians tonight. As the state pushes harder on its clean energy goals, experts warn the road will not be cheap or easy.
ABC 10's State Matters political reporter Jenny Hudd joins us now with what both sides are saying.
Well, California officials are working towards a zero emissions future, but that means moving away from fossil fuels without slamming consumers. And legislators are split on how fast and how hard to hit the gas.
This is not going to be a smooth transition. Every time you lose a refinery, it's going to be a double-digit % of refined fuel lost in California.
That's Siva Gunda, vice chair of the California Energy Commission, telling legislators what they may not want to hear. Refineries keep shutting down. Phillips 66 in LA to Valero in Benicia, facilities producing 20% of California gasoline, the latest, with only 7 major refineries left in the state, experts say.
You know, that was one of the most honest opinions I've heard from the administration ever. This is not a smooth transition.
Republican Senator Suzette Martinez Valadares says the state's timeline to clean energy transition is too aggressive.
You cannot collapse one energy system before the next one is built. You cannot punish working families into a transition.
Gunda notes California has to walk and chew gum.
We have to continue to reduce our demand because that's the climate agenda of the state.
So the question is, what about the remaining refineries?
It's not about if they're going to close, it's about when.
And when they do, you'll feel it.
We've always imported gasoline to meet shortfalls, but now about 40% of the gasoline that we're consuming right now today is imported from foreign countries.
Imports mean higher prices and bigger risks.
If there's a conflict of any sort in the Pacific, how are those ships going to get here? If we have a storm, if we have a military conflict.
Meantime, refineries are strongly opposing newly proposed cap and invest rules, fewer permits, higher fees. That's the program that allows polluters to pay for credit to continue operations.
It's hundreds of millions of dollars these refineries are paying. And imported fuel, they don't have to pay anything. In these refineries, they're losing money.
PBF Energy, which runs refineries in Torrance and Martinez, warned it may have to rethink staying in California if the rules don't change. Democratic State Senator Catherine Blakespear, chair of the committee, says the ball is rolling towards clean energy.
We want the transition to be as smooth as possible. We're not trying to court oil companies, but we're also not pushing them away.
Gunda also told legislators that gas could have hit $8 to $10 a gallon last year without those imports. The governor last year directed Gunda to keep fuel supply safe, affordable, and reliable, and to encourage refineries to remain in the state even as demand for gasoline starts to fade. Chris, Laura.
Okay, Jenny, thank you.